Hello everyone, today I'll be telling you how you can start a profitable poultry farm in Nigeria. Now, if you've been thinking of how to get this started in Nigeria, this video is for you. Welcome to Agribusiness, and like I said initially, today I will be sharing with you how you can start a profitable poultry farm. Work with me. All right, so from location to going for the right breed of birds that will be suitable for the needs for which you are starting this thing, I will take you through all of these things. So to get started, let's go first for the location. Now, when we're talking about the location, there are things you need to consider. You need to consider accessibility to urban areas. Yeah, you don't have to put your poultry farm in a location where people who are accessing it from urban areas around will find it difficult. Remember, people will come in, and you also have to transport your farm products, that's the birds, to where you market them. So you need a very accessible place, right? You also need an area that has good water, because you'll be feeding your birds, you'll be giving them water. So you need an area that has good water. Preferable for you, if you can do this, you can actually have a borehole in your poultry farm. That is if you can. But if you can't, make sure it's very close to a place that has accessible water. So that being said, now, don't forget, location is very important. All right. You also need to ensure that this location you've selected is very conducive for rearing of birds, right? You don't want to rear birds in a place where there is pollution, okay? So you need to select a location that is very conducive for rearing of birds, and also ensure this location is far from industrial areas. Yeah. How will you be rearing birds in industrial areas? It's not even making sense. So don't do that. Then, after you must have done all of these things, you need to check again that that particular area where you are going to start up this your poultry farm is allowed. What I mean is, there are areas the government will not allow people to start up such businesses. So you need to be sure. Check out the regulatory bodies to be sure that that area is an area where you can start up a business like poultry, okay? So that you don't have issues along the line. That is it. Next thing you need to do is to get your farm permits and regulations. Ensure that you also get this environmental impact assessment done. This is to ensure that you are complying with the laws. Okay, you are complying with the laws. Remember, these are things people later consume, so they need to ensure that all of these things you're doing them the right way. And after you must have done all of these things, you can go to the agricultural office. Actually, they can help you through the processes of getting this permit and the regulations done with the assessment that I mentioned before. Now, the next thing you want to know about is the breed that you focus on. Now, if we talk about all of these other things we've mentioned without talking about the breed you rear, then we've not completed it. Because after you must have done the regulation, location, and every other thing, and you don't have a breed to rear, what are we talking about? So the breed you rear depends on your reason for rearing the birds. Okay, if you're rearing for eggs, you rear different breed, and if you're rearing for meat, you also rear different breeds. What I mean here is, the most suitable breed for you if you're rearing for meat is broilers. Why? Because they grow faster and they are more profitable. But if you're not rearing for eggs, you can't be rearing broilers at that point again. You need to rear layers. Okay, so what you rear, the breed you rear, depends on your reason for going in. And now, how will you know the reason you're going in? You need to check the people around, or your market, your target market, your audience. What do they need? If what they need is that of meat, then it means you can do that. So now, most times it might not be easy for you to just get to know it once, so you can test the so you can test the waters. You can just get started with little of this, little of the meat, and little of the layers. Then when you see that your market, what they need more is the layers, then you stick to the layers. And if you feel like what they need more is for meat production, you stick to that. If you can do this, you have a profitable poultry farm. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you got value, subscribe to this YouTube channel, turn on your bell notification so that whenever we post, you get access to these videos, because we are bringing more quality videos to you. Thank you so much. Enjoy.